Hello, infinite souls. You didn't imagine that moment. That dream, that pull, that whisper in your gut. That wasn't fiction. That was the frequency. A spiritual ripple echoing from a version of you that already remembers. The number that keeps showing up, the lyrics that hit like a spell coded in your DNA, the dream that left you half here and half somewhere else. None of it is just your imagination. That's the veil thinning. That's your vibration tuning into the grid beneath the grid. You're not going crazy. You're being called home. Awakening doesn't bang on your door. It slips in like a shimmer in your ordinary. A flicker that catches your breath. A sense of déjà vu in a stranger's eyes. It's subtle because it has to be. It's not here to impress your ego. It's here to initiate your soul. And when the soul gets activated, the ego panics because it can't script what's coming next. Suddenly, your friendships shift. The foods you love taste synthetic. The hobbies that once lit you up feel hollow. That's not depression. That's elevation. You're not losing your zest. You're shedding frequencies. Old soul contracts expire without fanfare, only silence. That silence isn't punishment. It's sacred space, the womb of the new. The test is this. Can you let go without chasing what's collapsing? Can you stop being the rescuer in timelines that no longer vibrate with yours? Can you let someone stay in their own karma without jumping in to fix it? Because that's real growth, not changing the world, but changing how you show up in it. And right when you think nothing's happening, everything is, but not on the surface, on the soul level. That strange stillness you're in, that's the preparation field. Your nervous system is learning how to hold higher frequencies. Your aura is recalibrating to coherence. You are no longer broadcasting pain. You're vibrating truth. That's why they haven't shown up yet. You're becoming the version of you they can recognize. Because before divine connection arrives, your field has to be cleared. The timelines with all the almosts and karmic echoes have to collapse. And sometimes that feels like punishment. But it's not. It's a divine quarantine. You're being kept away from chaos while your signal gets clean. And no, it's not glamorous. You cry. You rage. You want to punch the sky and say, "Where the hell is my person?" But here's the thing. They're asking the same question from their corner of the universe. And the answer isn't time. It's frequency. So the universe whispers, not in words, but in synchronicities. That song on the radio, that's not just a song. That's a code. That dream you had where you kissed someone you've never met, that's not just a dream. That's an energetic meeting. And no, you're not delusional. You're dimensional. See, real alignment doesn't feel like fireworks. It feels like exhale. It's not chaos, it's calm. Your heart doesn't race, it settles. Your system doesn't flare, it relaxes. And that's how you'll know. Not by the butterflies, but by the stillness. Real love doesn't scream. It reflects. It shows up not to fill a hole in you, but to amplify the wholeness you already reclaimed. So stop looking for signs and become the sign. Stop waiting for love and start radiating it. Let the version of you that stopped performing, stop fixing, stop shrinking, become the signal. And when they arrive, and they will, it won't be the fairy tale climax you imagined. It'll be better. It'll be sacred, disruptive, and raw. Not to save you, not to complete you, but to walk beside the version of you that rose from the ashes. You'll know them not by appearance, but by frequency. And when you hug them, it won't feel like hi. It'll feel like there you are. Not the beginning of your story, but the echo of every version of you that's ever whispered, "I knew you before I knew me." So breathe. You're not waiting anymore. You're remembering. And the moment your field hums with that truth, they won't just arrive. They'll find you already lit. You see, awakening isn't just about visions or signs. It's about what you do when the signs fade. It's in how you walk when you don't feel held. The true remembering begins not when everything clicks into place, but when nothing does, and you still choose to believe in the unseen. That's when you stop seeking confirmation and start embodying it. That's when you stop waiting to be chosen and realize the universe already did. When your frequency shifts, it's not just your habits that change, it's your gravitational field. You start pulling in people who speak in frequency, not words. Souls who don't need backstory to understand your silence. Beings who hear your vibration before you speak your name. That's the new language. Truth that doesn't require translation. And when you meet one of those beings, it doesn't feel like fireworks. It feels like stillness. like a pause in all timelines where only presence remains. This path doesn't promise comfort. It promises clarity, and sometimes clarity hurts. It cuts away illusions. It dismantles coping mechanisms. It ruins every version of you that was built just to survive. But let that ruin you. Let it wreck every fake smile and performative kindness. Let strip you of your rehearsed spiritual identity. Because beneath it, that's where the raw magic lives. That's where the real you breathes. Don't underestimate what it means to carry your own frequency in a world that profits from conformity. It's an act of rebellion, of sovereignty, to stand there, unfiltered, unmasked, unafraid to speak truth without decoration. That's what starts revolutions within timelines. That's how you collapse old scripts and birth new realities. And when you sit alone at night, wondering if you're the only one on this strange, mystical ride, know this, you're not. There are others tuning into the same frequency, scattered across dimensions, decoding the same symbols, hearing the same soul codes in the wind. You are part of a vast, quiet uprising, the sacred reassembly of soul fragments across time. So when the urge comes to go back, to shrink, to play small, to be understandable, remember, you didn't come here to be understood. You came here to be felt, to be the permission slip for someone else to rise, to be the disruptor, the soul echo, the mirror that reflects not what's pretty, but what's real. This isn't just a love story between two people. This is the reunion of power, of cosmic responsibility, of remembering your voice has weight, that your love recalibrates fields, that your honesty can dismantle illusion, that your sacred no is as divine as any yes. You don't need more signs. You are the sign. You don't need more healing. You are the healed healer. You don't need more proof. You are the prophecy unfolding in real time. Every breath you take in your truth is rewriting the grid. Every time you say, I trust this knowing, you collapse timelines built on suppression. This is what they never told you. Awakening isn't a crown. It's a flame. And carrying it means everything false in your life would try to run. Let it. Don't chase what flees from your light. Don't dim yourself to make others comfortable. Don't translate your soul into a language it doesn't speak anymore. You're not here to fit in. You are here to vibrate so fully that the illusion can't hold its shape. You are here to walk with your shoulders back and your soul wide open, knowing that when you finally meet them, the one whose energy has been dancing through your dreams, they won't just recognize your face. They'll recognize your field, your flame, your frequency. Because you didn't find them, you remembered them. You see, the universe doesn't just throw love at you like a lottery ticket. It aligns it. And the alignment isn't to your cravings. It's to your becoming. It's not about who you desire. It's about who you are when the frequency is right. That's what calls it in. Most people want a fairy tale, but forget that fairy tales are born from disillusionment, deception, and the slow unraveling of false identities. If you're walking through fire right now, understand you're not being punished. You're being carved open to hold something greater. Real love isn't soft. It's surgical, but it doesn't destroy the ego. It gives a new assignment, one that aligns with truth, one that serves the soul, not the story. And when the cutting is done, what remains isn't a wound. It's your authentic divine flame, finally free to burn without apology. When you start vibrating from your truth, you stop chasing illusions. You stop bending to keep connections that ask you to be less. And slowly, you begin to see the difference between attention and intention, between desire and devotion, between the one who visits your bed and the one who sees your soul. That's the difference. One will light your body. The other will awaken your universe. One will play a part. The other will speak your ancient name before your lips ever move. And when you meet that frequency, you won't need to prove, persuade, or perform. You'll just remember and be remembered. The soul doesn't care about relationship goals. It cares about resonance. And when you've done enough healing, when the fire has tempered your ego and melted the masks, what's left is something no algorithm can find, a signal from your highest timeline, calling home what was always yours. And here's the real truth. When you finally stop shrinking to fit old stories, you create the space for something ancient and future to merge. Something holy, something coded just for you. And that's not fantasy. That's memory reactivated. So stop doubting your visions. Stop second-guessing the dreams that leave echoes in your body. They aren't just dreams. They're coordinates, keys, soul codes dropped into your path, unlocking the doors you didn't even know were waiting to open. This journey isn't about finding someone. It's about meeting the one who doesn't just enter your life, but rearranges your light. The one who doesn't just say, "I love you," but shows you what love was always meant to be before the world distorted it. So if it feels like nothing's moving, trust that everything is. Not in the visible, but in the vibrational. Not in your story you wrote in loneliness, but in your vibrational field. And that's where the real work happens. That's where the meeting point is set. Not by chance, but by frequency. Not by waiting, but by remembering. You're not here to audition for love. You're here to radiate it. And the one meant for you, they'll find you. Not because you shouted the loudest, but because you finally stood still in your full flame. So let the fire keep burning. Let the silence stay sacred. Let the codes keep unlocking. Because you're not waiting anymore. You're already vibrating at the frequency of what's coming. And it knows exactly where to find you. Thank you for walking with me through this sacred remembering. These codes are from the divine to help the divine soldiers awakening in their true form. If this resonated with something buried deep in your soul, it's not random. It's a soul code awakening within you. These words weren't just written. They were encoded to reach you, to hold a mirror to your fire. If you're new here, infinite souls, welcome to the tribe. This space isn't about followers. It's about frequency. If you feel that frequency, I'd love for you to subscribe, like, and share with another infinite soul who's ready to rise. Until next time, you are the flame, and the flame remembers. Wishing you strength, peace, and divine light.